Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. My name is Princess Screams, and today we're continuing our playthrough on Autopsy Simulator. Now, I did just post the first episode last night. I did get back from FK yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So, here we go. Without any further ado, let's continue. Now, I'm exhausted from Forbidden Kingdom. It was way too damn hot. Even the DJs were having fucking problems with the equipment overheating and shit. So, yeah. So, we're on chapter 2. Last time we did the prologue and stuff.
Who the fuck did this? I don't have anything valuable. Oh god. Oh god.
My trinkets.
What am I supposed to do now?
There's a trinket box in my room. Yeah.
Money. There must. Fuck! Great. That's all I need.
Ah, shit.
Where?
Bathroom. I forget where the bathroom is. Oh, it's here. Yep. Bro, you need to start taking them damn pills more.
Okay. I'm gonna have to report this to the police. Christ. Why did the neighbors not report anything? I'm calling Steven. Steven?
Now, Jack, I told you, I'm going for a drink with you for another night in a row.
That's not why I'm ringing. Although I could do with one. Someone broke into my apartment.
What? Did anyone see anything? Have you called the police yet?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, no one contacted me. As for the police, I'm calling right now, officer.
All right. Do you want me to head around? Look for any trace evidence?
I don't know. No, I guess not. Honestly, I don't have the strength to deal with it right now. I just want to lie down.
Are you sure? Because it's no trouble at all.
I think so. I'm sorry. I just wanted to calm down a bit. I don't know. That's probably some stupid joke. Only money was stolen.
Money? From Alice's box? Oh, fuck. Listen, I can come over. I have the key. I'll drop by, do what I need to do, and you go get some sleep.
No, don't trouble yourself. Lately, I've been just so tired and distracted. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to close the apartment door on my way to work. If anything else is missing, I'll let you know and call the police.
All right. Just make sure you close it tonight. If you see anything weird tomorrow, let me know. Whoever did this may be watching you.
I don't think anyone is dumb enough to come back.
You're probably right. Take care, Jack. If you need anything, call me.
I promise I will. Thanks, Steven. Sorry to bother you again. I've just been all over the place lately.
It's not a problem. Good night, Jack.
Good night.
Why did the TV turn on?
What? I guess I should clean this shit up. Where to start? Shit. The glass in this thing needs to be replaced.
Jack, why?
Ugh, I think I'm just tired. I still don't understand why Alice liked this painting so much. To be honest, I could leave it like this. There you go. Maybe I could barricade the door with this. I should pack this thing away. I have no interest in DIY at the moment. Now I'm sure I won't get caught up in these papers. Alice's family should really have some of these. That's enough for now. Jeez, I'm exhausted. I'll get the rest in the morning. What a mess. Now if only I could blame this on the burglars.
Damn. Mister, I'll get rest in the morning.
Oh yeah, I should take my pills.
Hell yeah, you should. Yum, 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 yum.
I feel like it takes me forever to finish these things. That's enough. It will never look clean. I need to quickly change and finish getting ready. I'm gonna be late for work again. Got my keys, got my files. Check. Time to go. Remember to close the door properly, Jack. I'll ask the neighbors tomorrow if they saw anything suspicious. I wonder if Ridley fixed the coffee machine.
Probably not. It's fucking Ridley. La-da-dee, la-da-dee. You know what's crazy? I can't even sprint. How do I even get out of this apartment complex? Like, Jesus.
Maybe a bit optimistic. I'd better grab a coffee on the way.
I was about to say, let's throw this bidding in reverse. Ski.
I'm exhausted.
Something just loaded in.
Brought in today. Good morning, Mr. Ridley. No, he's not here yet? No, I'll do without him. I hope he... Oh, come on. He was too lazy to even wheel the gurney to the autopsy room.
Let's go, person. Nope.
Almost there.
Come on,
The
Mr.
tough part.
Mr. Gurney.
Needs to be moved. Where's Ridley when you need him? Alright. I just need some gloves and my apron. Then I can get to work.
Yeah, work time.
I'm going to need my tape recorder for this. Autopsy dated November 22nd, 1991. 7:32 p.m. Led by Dr. Jack Hanman. I begin by verifying the identity. It's most likely Harper Lloyd, age 35. Found in a well-owned house by her neighbors Leonard and Dorothy Chelsea. Reported missing for a week.
Oh, it's Q&E.
It is also known that the deceased was diagnosed with affective bipolar disorder. Harper was placed on drug therapy, which she dropped out of fairly regularly. During her treatment, she was under the care of her common-law partner, Richard Benson, professional truck driver. The last person who had contact with the deceased was her partner. Harper's last message read as follows. I'm gonna take a shit in their stupid well. Then we'll see who has the last laugh. Nice one. Police records also show that Mrs. Lloyd was in constant conflict with her neighbors. The constant parties and subsequent brawls made living in the area nearly impossible, especially when Lloyd's partner wasn't around. Firefighters found the body after the Chelsea family began complaining that their tap water tasted strange.
Yeah.
At one point, had begun to smell and turn a dark color. I proceed to open the bag and check the state of decomposition of the corpse. The most important task in forensic identification of a drowned person is to distinguish whether the death occurred before or after entering the water.
Oh!
Okay, that could have been worse. I carefully removed the victim's clothes so as not to damage the skin. The deceased one shoe is missing. I'm going to need the camera to document all possible suspicious marks. Definitely the first thing that stands out is the very advanced post-mortem gigantism. The skin of the deceased appears very delicate, smooth, and relaxed from being in the water for a long time. The whole body is extremely pale. There are bruises and hemorrhages on the neck. These usually occur due to increased inhalation when fighting to breathe underwater. Post-mortem markings are seen on the underside of the body, that is, on the back, thighs, and calves of the deceased.
There's 6 pictures that need to be taken.
It's likely that the deceased was lying on her back when she was fished out. There are some obvious scratches on the skin. The skin on the hands can be easily separated from the body. The separation takes the form of a glove. The so-called washerwoman's skin on the feet. The deceased had indeed been in the water for a long time.
Alright, let's put them on the board. Yeet, 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 and yeet.
So, after the preliminary exam, it's time to take a closer look at this. Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife. Today's date. The deceased was clothed. Rigor mortis does not need to be checked. Based on the state of decay, you can be sure it has subsided.
Alright, tools, tab, okay. Magnifying glass.
There are obvious scratches on the skin, especially on the back and hands. These could be defensive wounds, evidence of some sort of altercation prior to death. We see thick, white foam in the mouth of the deceased, resulting from pulmonary edema. Foam is a characteristic in deaths due to drowning. The spots have a purplish blue-red hue, which is a typical sign of the death of the organism. Yep, pretty typical. Liver mortis are formed as a result of putrefaction of blood in the veins. No obvious signs of struggle. The skin on the hands would have easily peeled away from the flesh. Some of the fingers have already lost their nails. Due to the fact that the deceased was wearing shoes all the time, her feet are in better condition than her hands. Nevertheless, we can still notice a clear, wavy skin and the so-called washerwoman's skin texture. Okay, that's probably enough to indicate a direction for further examination. I'd better note that down in the records. Marks found on the neck and foaming at the mouth are typical signs of drowning people. Those abrasions appear relatively fresh. No healing or scarring is visible. Hands heavily wrinkled from submersion in water, typical washerwoman skin. Diffuse spots are caused by blood rotting in the veins. Considering the deceased's penchant for drinking alcohol, it could have been a mere accident. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about this livor mortis. In this case, the question is, was drowning an accident or of suicidal intent? Maybe it's just an abrasion, or maybe the result of a fight and being pushed into a well. Fortunately, the skin on the hands didn't fall off. Otherwise, I'd have trouble identifying the deceased. Livor mortis of a different color could indicate poisoning with carbon monoxide, cyanides, or nitrates. However, a simple trip, loss of balance, and as a result, you end up in a deep hole with no way out. Their distribution suggests that the victim was probably lying on her back when fished out of the water. That's all for now. Before I begin the dissection, I'll make sure the suggested identity is correct. The suitcase with the fingerprint equipment should be around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. If the body of the deceased is well preserved, fingerprinting is similar to that of a living person. With decomposing bodies, the tissue of the pads of the fingers tends to shrink. To remove these shrinkages, a mixture of glycerin or air is used. The fingerprint sheet should always be checked. Slipping fingers, too much or too little ink, or inaccurate hand position can make fingerprints illegible. I'm going to conduct a dactyloscopic examination. If in fact the deceased is in the police database, I will find her. Glycerin is injected successively between the nail and the skin of each finger. The substance then enters the fingertip, removing shrinkage and wrinkles.
That's cool as fuck. What the fuck?
Now I take a brush. Only when the skin is taut and elastic can you use ink. I think it's enough. In the case of drowning victims, you have to be extremely careful. The skin may fall off the hand like a glove when you take the print. I'll use the fax machine to add the print into the system.
Oh, look, donuts. Oh, look.
I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work. Green button, and... Once the data uploads, I'll run the prints against the police database on the computer. Great. The data is there. Click Upload. Now, go through the database and find a matching print. Expect possible hours of fun. One more. Analyze button. And we have a result. Everyone has a story to tell, even if it's just a police record. So, as predicted, the deceased turned out to be Harper Lloyd. That went smoothly. I'll print this out and attach it to the medical records.
Disorderly conduct, God damn. Low-level shoplifting, disorderly conduct, petty theft, and disorderly conduct. Damn. Oh, where'd the other paper go?
Great. Now we can go back to my inspection.
Alright, cool, you're still there.
I'm adding the name of the deceased. I'll start the internal examination by taking fluid from the victim's brain. A needle inserted through the nose will do the trick.
Excuse me?
If the victim was alive when she fell into the well, she must have swallowed water fighting for her life. And then diatoms, characteristics of pooled water like a well, got into the body. In the meantime, I'll check the sample under the microscope. I'm sure that these algae traces will be found in the samples taken from the well where police found the body.
Oh, here's the microscope. I'm like, where?
Now I need to adjust the knobs properly and place the diatom in the center of the slide. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. And it's not perfect. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from the... Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus. It's not a dirty lens. Perfect. It's not perfect. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid. It's not a dirty lens. It's not. Perfect. As expected, we find the aforementioned algae in the solution. Their upper part, epitheca, which overlaps the lower, hypotheca, is clearly visible.
Okay, there we go.
The presence of diatoms in the brain samples taken indicate that the deceased was certainly alive when she fell into the water and was possibly conscious. Since there were diatoms in the brain, it means that many more of them must have entered the body. Studies of the rest of the organs will most likely confirm this hypothesis. I can finally get to the practical part.
Okay, scalpel.
I must be extra careful because the skin of the deceased is very stretched. I wouldn't want an explosion here.
Shing, 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 shing.
You can immediately see a very large swelling of the organs. In addition, all internal organs are very congested.
Alright, let me... Thank you.
I proceed to remove the rib cage.
Oh, I hate this part. I remember that.
It's easy to see that the ribs have been imprinted in the lungs. So, I'm going to start by drawing blood from the lungs for testing for diatoms. If diatoms were only present in the lungs, this would mean that the victim was placed in the well after death, and the perpetrator wanted to get rid of the corpse in this way. Now, I remove the lungs, and taking the lungs in my hand, I feel that the tissues have lost their elasticity, which is the result of water emphysema. In addition, there is significant swelling of the organs, and as a result, we have a nice imprint of the ribs. The emphysema itself, it's clear how far it's progressed, which is characteristic of drowning. Corpses found in water are worth examining with a tomograph. However, I can't count on such luxuries. So
Locate a
I must
bucket in
go
the
to
storage room to
archaic
perform the
technology.
test.
A bucket and water.
Where's the storage room? No, that's my office. Storage!
Who has anyone been here? I hope no one dipped a mop in it. It's best to go to the lab for this.
The laboratory. To the lab.
Historically, the lung float test is used to detect infanticide. The water should be at room temperature. That's enough. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water. This checks if there is air in the lungs. And speaking of lungs, everything is ready to bring them here.
Oh, so I have to bring the lungs here? God damn. Oh, shit.
Of course, such a study isn't without flaws. Air may have entered a newborn's airways during resuscitation attempts. Gases released during decomposition could also give a false. In this case, however, it's about something else. Namely, the amount of fluid in the lungs. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water and wait to see if they fall or if they will float on the surface. Just as I assumed, the lungs collapsed easily. Fluid could have entered the lungs during panic attempts to catch breath underwater, but it could also be the result of bacterial infections or cancer, so further investigation is needed.
Oh.
I move on to dissecting the lungs of the deceased. You can hear the distinct, very unpleasant crackling of the tissues being cut through. The parenchyma is remarkably pale, although small hemorrhagic foci and petechia are present on the surface. All right. Now, I will check the collected fluid under a microscope. If we find 20 diatoms on the slide, it can be considered drowning, and our result is not false positive due to possible contaminations. Let's see. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. And perfect. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration.
Holy shit.
As expected. In solution, the diatoms are clearly visible. There are smaller and larger clusters of them. There will definitely be more than 20 of them. I'll make a note of all this. So far, this case looks pretty standard. It's clear from the beginning that it's drowning. Well, the procedure requires me to check everything anyway. So, I move on to checking the other organs. I ligate the heart. Strongly developed putrefactic hemolysis, the organ can be seen at first glance.
Fucking big words.
No signs of a heart attack or other heart disease.
Oh.
I move on to the next organ. This time, it's the liver. It's immediately apparent that the deceased didn't care for herself. Like most organs, her liver is enlarged and severe. The beginnings of cirrhosis are visible in some areas. I transfer the organ to a board and proceed to dissect.
Now I need to dissect the liver. Slice, slice, slice. Slicey, dicey, pikey poo.
The cross-section clearly shows dilated veins and many small hemorrhagic foci. I must admit that this is quite a feat, considering the rather young age of the deceased. Harper enjoyed drinking so much that she might not have lasted a few more years. I move on to the stomach. I take a sample of the fluid for testing.
Syringe. Yoink.
It looks very turbid. I'll see what happens after spinning, but that's in a moment. Now, I carefully ligate the organ, then cut it off. It's enlarged, probably full of putrid gases. I transfer it to the board and carefully open it, checking the contents.
Oh, that's right. We gotta cut the stomach like this. Jesus.
One thing you'd never get used to is how much this task smells.
Gently. Oh my god, why is everybody fucking texting me? Yeah.
Okay, the stomach is full of fluid and unidentified organic matter, which is probably leftover food. So let's check the diatoms. Again, but in a centrifuge for a change. The problem with examining drowned people is being able to show whether the death was due to drowning or whether something else contributed to the death. Cramp, heart attack, drugs, homicide, or some accident. Such an analysis requires viewing from different angles and a careful interpretation of the collected data, including those from the field. That's why it's so important to collect as many samples as possible. Unfortunately. Okay, this is one last little sample. Now set.
Diatoms. Barbiturate. 35 minutes at 25%. Fuck. You stay right there, lady. Alright. There you go.
I'll run it directly into the chromatograph and run it against the data from the police. I'm certain the analysis will show similarities between the fluid and water in Chelsea's well. Let me think. 3 milliliters should be fine.
Oh. For 3 milliliters. I was like, it's not letting me do it. Alright, cool.
Okay, now it's the chromatograph's turn. Yes. The water sample matches the one provided by the police. Well, the results are quite clear. I was hoping it would be a more interesting case. More diatoms. Analysis indicates the same origin. Blah, blah, blah. There's little left to do. I'm going to check the airway patency of the deceased. Interesting. Looks like there's something stuck in the trachea. I'm moving to the board for further inspection.
What do you mean there's something stuck in the trachea? Oh, metal
I
tray.
dissect the trachea and open the organ.
Wing, wing, wing.
Inside,
Oh.
I find a wedding ring. This is interesting. Based on the size, I can say that it's a woman's wedding ring. Quite standard from the outside. There's an engraving inside. What the fuck? But this is my ring. Alice's ring. But how did it, but this should be at home. I have it. At home. I have to check this out. Where are my meds? Where the fuck are my meds?
Fuck you. I did take my pills in the bathroom.
I've already taken my pills. Not looking to overdose.
Did I just bug the game? I think I just bugged the game. Yep.
Jesus Christ! Hope these all make it go away. I have to check the apartment. It can't be. Jesus Christ! Mr. Ridley. Mr. Ridley!
What's all the ruckus?
I need to go home. Immediately.
What? Now?
I have to. Have you seen anyone here this morning? Anybody suspicious?
Oh, there was no one. Dorothy was, but only for a moment, then she left. What's wrong with you, Hammond?
Okay. Thanks.
What about...
Jesus Christ!
Holy, he's losing his fucking shit.
I have to check this out. This can't be real. Where is it? Where is it? Where?
My trinkets.
It's not here. It's not. I need to go. This is sick. Fuck. Come on, Steven. Pick up the fucking phone.
What's up, man?
They took the ring.
What? What ring? What are you talking about?
They took the wedding ring. Alice's wedding ring.
One sec. You mean burglary? You said nothing was missing.
Yes, I know that. I don't know. I was jittering. Maybe I didn't notice. I don't know, but that's not the worst of it.
Calm down, Jack. Breathe. What happened?
I found it in the trachea of the deceased I was working on. Do you understand? I pulled it out of a dead woman's trachea.
What?
I don't know what's going on. You think Red Pete wants revenge? He's playing with me. Huh? I knew it. I knew it from the beginning. This is going to happen. I didn't make it up.
Jack, listen to me. Try to calm down. Don't leave the apartment. I'll be with you right away, okay? I'm on my way.
What sane person would do something like that? How? And when?
Where did all the shit go?
Fucking Ridley lets in whoever he likes as usual. What are you saying? Steve? Steven? Don't leave me, man. Come on. Fuck. Oh, God. What now? Okay, just calm down. Just, Jesus. What's going on? Just one sip more. Yep. Jesus. Just one sip more. Okay.
And that's the transition into chapter 3. Jesus.
All right. I can't do it anymore. These reports will kill me one day. I'll have to finish it over the weekend. It's time to go to work. I should take out the trash first. Jesus. Fuck. Maybe I'll just ignore it. Yes?
Hi, this is Charlotte. I guess I interrupted you again?
Oh, hi. No, I just... I wrote reports in those last sections, and I was just about to leave for work.
I always know when to call.
Yeah, definitely. What's up? How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What about you?
Okay, nothing new. I had a few days off.
Oh, that's nice. Then... Did you have a moment to look for something for me?
Something for you?
Well, the photo with the photo I asked you for?
It hasn't come yet? Oh, sorry, but I said it a week ago.
No, not yet. Maybe I'm too impatient. Sorry for rushing you. You have so much on your mind, I thought maybe you forgot.
It's okay, no worries. With my pills, Pills. I almost forgot to take my pills. So you see,
Yeah.
I have to go now.
Yes, sure.
Let me know if you still haven't received the letter. Then I'll try... well, maybe I'll find something else.
Oh, really? Could you? It would be great if you could. Really?
Yes. I know it means a lot to you.
Well, I won't hold you any longer. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Damn. Did I mess up the address? How am I gonna get those pills? Maybe I should invite Charlotte to do something herself.
Oh, trash. Oh.
Ugh. Why is it so wet? Ugh.
Oh, wrong way.
I shouldn't be this tired.
It's the pills, my guy. Them pills. I feel like... Holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Whew. Holy shit. Yoink. Is this a dumpster? No. Oh. Right in fucking front of me. There we go.
I wonder if Alice's mother has a film of this photo somewhere. I actually hadn't thought about it before. I should call her on Friday.
Ooh, very
God,
gloomy day.
why do I like sleeping so much? Huh?
What? Hey! Knock it off.
Good afternoon.
Isn't it a bit early for you?
I missed our invigorating conversations. I think I'll get straight to work on this one. Focusing on something will do me some good.
Oh, I can look around while doing this?
Christ, this one's heavy.
Big boy, big boy, big boy.
Hey, Mr. Ridley, I need help. I can't lift this bag myself. Ridley! Ugh, wasn't easy, but at least I can start.
Some protective gloves.
A new package must have arrived. I guess Dorothy ordered it. I think I'll skip recording a video for the students today. They don't need to see me and the body. Ugh. And they'll still have the accompanying photos anyway. November 27th, 1991. 5:14 p.m. Conduct James Evans Jr., also known as Jesse. Age about. Evans had previously been convicted of possession of stolen goods, robberies, and drug trafficking.
I feel like this
There were
isn't
also
gonna
attempts
be
to
good.
accuse him of leading a criminal group responsible for burglaries in the New Orleans area. What? Burglaries in the New Orleans area? This is... It's a rather strange coincidence. The body was found naked and mutilated. Clothes,
Not naked.
probably belonging to the deceased, were found lying nearby. The body was found inadvertently in the woods near Peetsville. The dogs picked up the scent while searching for a missing boy. The deceased's father, James Evans Sr., is a local businessman. He was the one who reported the disappearance. At the time of the report, his son hadn't been home for 3 days. Police photos show that the body was not even particularly hidden, but only covered with a thin layer of soil, branches, and leaves. Sounds disturbing. I wonder what condition the body is in then. I'll start by opening the bag.
Oh!
Oh, fuck. I didn't expect this level of mutilation. This is going to be a dirty job. I'll check through the bag the police left.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe there will be something worth noting about the victim's clothes.
Or the head. Okay, well.
Leather belt. You can see that it's been serving its owner for a long time. Classic jeans. Certainly not my style. Traces of blood and plasma. Is this... The bloodstains don't appear to be related to any injuries on the body. The deceased must have been unclothed before he was injured. Traces of dirt mixed with blood and rubbed leaf litter. Evans must have been crawling, or was dragged along the ground. Interesting. Most of the blood. Something's stuck here. It looks like some kind of ecdysis scale. This could point to an animal being responsible. Mainly traces of soil. It's a bit like the perpetrator's pulled his shirt over his head. A lighter, engraved with the police insignia. Stolen? Or maybe purchased from a pawn shop?
Is there something on the belt I'm missing? There's something I'm missing here. I don't get what it wants me to do. I examined everything. Can I unbutton the pants?
And here,
Oh.
another animal souvenir. It looks different than the previous one. The only thing I can tell from the clothes is that before his death. Okay, I'll take a look at the scales. They seem too different. Dorothy once brought an animal encyclopedia here. She performed an autopsy on an exotic animal smuggler. The guy suffered an accident while transporting illegal animals. Not only were the police needed on site, but it took nearly a day to round up his cargo. Dorothy had a hard time with that case. Did the impact kill him? Or did one of the animals he was transporting do him in? They even talked about it on the news. People were terrified that some reptile would just come out of their can and grab him. Okay, the book. Who is this? All right. Which page was it? Local wildlife. I bet I'll find something here.
It's not a gator.
Not this area, but who knows? Nile crocodile. Formerly worshipped as a god in ancient Egypt, and today just by kids at the zoo. What kind is this? Saltwater. Oh yes, this turtle turned out to be a killer. He ripped off the guy's wrist and tore him in a few other places. Aggressive beast. I only need to concentrate on the crocodile chapter. was quick. I wouldn't expect anything else.
Nothing here has like square teeth. Like, oh, wait a minute. This isn't skin, this is alligator.
I don't know why I'm even bothering to compare it. It's immediately obvious that it's not a match. No way. I would expect something local? I certainly don't remember hearing of an animal escaping from the zoo. So, either someone donned in crocodile products was around the deceased, or one of them attacked him. I'll examine the body and take photos. If an animal attacked him, there'll be traces.
Alright. Ah, shit.
Ugh. Christ. Why am I so tired? Some coffee would be nice. What was I supposed to... the pictures. I'll have to show them to Dorothy. Too bad that we no longer keep our ranking. With something like that, I would come out on top. There hasn't been a case like this for a long, long time. Alright, I'll begin.
Alright, say cheese.
The deceased skin is smooth and taut. This suggests an advanced stage of decomposition of the corpse.
So obviously, no head.
No head. That's not hard to miss.
9? Holy shit.
Interesting. This needs to be investigated further. It's unlikely that a human would make such a wound. Such a wound could not have occurred during the victim's lifetime. Evans couldn't have tied himself up like that. It looks like some sort of attack or kidnapping.
Oh, look at that. Got an alligator bite.
Oh, and as expected, there's a bite.
Alligator bite. Nimmy, nimmy, me. That son of a bitch is get big.
Nasty.
Is this I think his dick is gone. Yup. Oh man, imagine getting your dick chopped off by a gator. Oh.
This wound appears to have been made by a sharp instrument.
I need one more. Holy shit. Okay. No dick. Literally no dick, no balls. What am I missing here? Maybe that, right? Is that a tooth? Alright, I'm censoring this. So, okay, what am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Not that. Back the fuck up. Alright, I gotta just scan the whole body right now. Oh, wait, his thumb's missing. Not picture worthy. Okay, I took a picture of the. Oh, haha. Had to be on this side.
There are also clear traces of the deceased ankles being bound in some way.
Holy shit, that was impossible to find.
I need to gather my thoughts together.
Alright, well, bam, more bam, more bam.
I wonder whether the work of... I have some suspicions about these marks. This looks very promising. The bite is clearly visible. It should be easy to compare with the encyclopedia and identify the culprit. I just need to make it a little bigger. It'll be faster than physically. I hope I put it in right.
Bloop.
Remember whether it was image up or image down.
Yo, fax machines can do that shit?
I didn't have facility. Ah, fantastic. Practically a one-to-one. Just some tracing paper, a pencil, and I can check these in the encyclopedia. Now, did I leave them in a drawer? Or maybe a box somewhere? Ugh. I don't remember if I left them out somewhere.
Cause whiskey's supposed to drown a memory. Use tracing paper? Where the fuck is there tracing paper? No. Oh.
Oh, looks like I can tidy up after myself. Sometimes. Archives. Just as lifeless as the corpses they concern. A very, nature-driven case so far. I'll have to consult the encyclopedia again.
Woo.
Good thing Dorothy left it here. Otherwise, I would have had to run back to my place to get some.
Alright, let's go back to there. La-da-dee, la-da-dee, la-da-da. Oh, I can do that. Okay. No, that's not it. Found it.
Makes sense. This would also explain the mold found in the clothes. It turns out that some of the wounds can be safely blamed on local alligators. However, we cannot blame them for the decapitation. It's not these animals we should be afraid of here. I should make some notes and start the autopsy.
Oh yeah, magnifying glass.
And look, Mississippi alligator. It's strange that an alligator would leave such a clear and smooth mark. It doesn't look good. Evans wasn't decapitated with one cut. Several stab wounds of varying depth and circumference. It looks like the killer might have missed before they finally hit the neck. The imprints are quite deep and even. From the looks of it, I'd say Evans was restrained with his own belt. The result of an animal tearing at its body, eaten skin, soft tissues, and...
Why do I gotta inspect the dick?
There are even some teeth marks, but... well, it doesn't look like an alligator. The bite is firmly incorporated into the wound. A photo alone won't help me here. I need to make a cast and compare it.
Excuse me?
Looks like an uneven bite. It's worth taking a closer look at this. Maybe there will be some remaining teeth marks. Evan's right side must have been more attractive to the crocs and insects. Very strong binding marks. You can see peeled epidermis and small wounds. There's no end to playing zoologist today. need a tool with dental impression cement. Can I find it here? No. It's probably lying somewhere around in the lab. I hope the cement hasn't expired.
Oh.
A month after the due date. That could be worse.
I need to around the groin. Oh man.
Now I need to cover the bite area. Wait until it hardens. I think it's ready. The cast looks quite contaminated from the other wounds in that area. Well, let's hope the imprint turns out better. Brush, ink, and paper. Similar to taking fingerprints.
Oh, I didn't.
Paint over the area.
Waka 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 waka.
And put a piece of paper on it. That's very strange.
That's very human-like.
Run through the facts and check it on the computer. I really don't want to believe what I'm seeing.
Why are you making me fucking yell? Fuck you.
This is, well, this is quite unexpected. Human teeth. Oh, fuck. I need to tell this to Stephen.
What? Yeah. Did I choose right? No? Fuck. Alright.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
Let's try this one. Triangle. Nice. No. This one could be close.
Loading.
Haha.
Take a while.
Didn't I just do that? Oh, do I need to do it again? Oh. Okay, it's not this one. Not that one. Definitely not that one. Not even fucking close.
Loading.
Perhaps? There we go.
Take a while.
Oh, now I need to do the molars? Fuck! Alright, is that it?
Loading. It'll probably take a while.
Hey.
Finally. What? The partial impression I have may match several people. Okay, this one is in prison, so he's out. Another in prison. Oh, here's someone with quite interesting tendencies. Oh, he's dead. It doesn't fit.
He's dead.
This one doesn't either. I'm afraid this will remain a mystery. The killer's profile is getting more and more interesting.
Hello, Mr. No-Head Man. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I need to put that photo back.
I'm going back to the body. I need to make a note before I start the dissection.
Clipboard! Oh, shit. Shift. No
I could
head?
see that the tool used was sharp and smooth. So, what if it was in the hands of an unskilled person? They look quite shallow. Someone must have inflicted these with some sort of primitive tool. Maybe something chased that alligator away before it bit down properly? Torn tissue, lacerations, bite wounds. This wound turned out to be more troublesome than I thought it would be. For obvious reasons, I record decapitation as the cause of death. I need to verify how deep these wounds go. If they punctured the organs, hemorrhaging could have occurred. Alligators rarely kill humans. The perfect breeding ground for larvae. Fortunately, the deceased doesn't care about it, just like we do now. The abdominal and genital area are supplied with plenty of blood. If the penis was bitten off while he was alive, Evans could have bled to death. Due to the body fat of the deceased, I'm adding a heart attack to the list. Maybe Evans didn't live long enough to experience what happened to him. Man. I was hoping for an easier case. Time for internal analysis. Finally. First of all, I'll try to determine whether death occurred before the decapitation, or if it ended Evans' suffering. With the scalpel, I'll open the deceased's chest. I cut deep, in a straight line, but we see a lot of fat tissue under the skin. When I remove the ribs, I expect to see even more fat on the organs. Correct. High levels of internal fat, organ size above average due to obesity. I move on to the lung analysis. The deceased smoked cigarettes, but more importantly, you can see that the lungs have clearly suffered severe trauma. And this is the culprit. Well, it didn't look like the holes were that deep. Such open pneumothorax should be added to this. The deceased could have experienced extreme hypoxia, and, as a result, obstructive shock. I wonder what the heart looks like then. The organ is enlarged with very, but similarly to the lungs.
Oh, he had a little cut there.
Object. In pneumothorax, the heart rate increases. In the event of such a wound, this would mean bleeding out faster and more. In turn, a sudden increase in the amount of fluid in the pericardial cavity could lead to cardiac tamponade, which is also a life-threatening condition. Evans, however, is...
Oh, I almost forgot that. Oh,
clean.
whoopsies.
Considering this turn of events. This all looks quite disturbing. I wonder if I'll find anything on the lip. The organ is fatty and enlarged. The beginnings of cirrhosis are obvious. Well, that's it. This time, nothing to write home about. So, I proceed to carefully remove the stomach. Like most other organs, it is fatty and clearly enlarged, not to mention swollen, partially due to gases, but mainly due to the deceased's lifestyle. I take the organ to the cutting board. If the outside is intact, I'm going to check the contents.
Motherfucker, will you clean your fucking knife?
It sounds like there's an unusually large amount of undigested, and now rotten stomach contents inside.
Gently. Gently.
Blood. Evans had to his injuries, which means he was still alive when he was brutally wounded in the chest. Only the trachea left to be examined. Surprisingly, it's not damaged by the decapitation. I move on to cutting it open. Okay. I carefully cut, and... blood, just as I expected. Evans not only swallowed it, but also choked on it. Looks like I can wrap this up. Let me tie this together. After he was abducted, stripped, and tied up, he was dealt several penetrating blows to the chest. Then his head was cut off. Evans was deprived of his genitals, and the body served as an easy meal for the animals. Even though there are a lot of injuries on the body that could cause death, it was the decapitation that ended Evan's life. The animal bites in the limbs occurred after death, so there's no reason to treat these as the cause of death. The damage to the lungs and heart must have led to severe hemorrhaging, so there's no doubt that Evans was choking in bloody convulsions. But it didn't last too long, which I conclude from the small amount of blood in the stomach and trachea. I never thought I'd ever wish someone to have a heart attack, but in this case, it would have been better for him. In some way, it can be said with certainty that James Evans was murdered. Oh well. I need to stitch this poor guy back up. It's really bothering me. Something's not right here. Because even now, the organs are relatively clean. It's like someone pumped it out. Christ. I'll leave these questions for the police to solve.
And in you go there, big boy.
Now, I get to head home. It's a fucked up thing. I'll hold off taking long walks in the forest for the near future. I have a feeling that it won't end with just one body.
Ridley, you smell.
Good night, Mr. Ridley. The body... I think it's the first time in a long time that I finished work at a decent hour.
Fuck.
I'll get home and... Oh, come on. Fuck! What is... Fuck. I'm going to Ridley's. Maybe he saw something. Ridley, do you know what happened to my car?
What happened to your car?
All the tires are fucking flat!
Well, it happens. Don't you have a spare in the trunk?
Spare ones in the trunk. No one carries 4 fucking extra tires. In the trunk!
Jesus, Handman, calm down. I'll call you a taxi.
Calm down? That's a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think? Have you seen anyone around here? Someone strange? Suspicious?
Except you? No.
Funny. I don't find all these jokes amusing, you know.
What jokes? Handman, what's wrong with you? It's just tires.
Such things are not a coincidence. What's wrong with me? Things keep happening. Last week, and now this?
Just go wait for the taxi, okay? Fresh air would do you good. Neither you nor I will do anything about it now.
Neither you nor I will do anything? What have you been doing all day? Surely something like this can't just be overlooked.
Maybe you should go outside and cool down. I'm calling a taxi.
Cool down. I just...
Fuck, I forgot the door opens the other way.
I just want to sleep.
Alrighty. So that's gonna conclude this episode before we get into chapter 4 and chapter 5. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.